Hi, welcome back to the VK Online Education Training course. The theme of this lesson is monitoring events. We'll introduce flag and variable monitoring events. First we build some variable that we'll use for this example. I create two flags here, I named it F1 and F2, and then set the range of value from 0 to 10. In addition, I will also create two variables for this example. I'll name those variables, V1 and V2. The variable's range of value will be between 0 to 100. Then, we want to monitor all the flag and variable that we have created. Here, we can select flag. The flag you want to monitor will appear here. For example, I will choose F1 flag. Here you can set the monitoring conditions. There is a comparison operators here that we can select. We'll choose greater comparison operator. When F1 is greater than 5, it will trigger the following action that you can set. The application of flag is relatively simple. Next, let's take a look at the variables monitoring and delete this flag monitoring event first. Now we select variable. Choose V1 variable. There are also the same comparison operators here. I will choose equal for this example. And you can choose any number that you want the variable to match. You can choose 8 for example. But, the variable monitoring has another special function. We can click the small icon next to it. There is an option of variable here. Once we choose it, we'll see that there is a drop-down menu here. It will list all the variable that we have made before. We choose V2 here. In other words, the variable can be compared with another variable. So, when variable V1 is equal to variable V2, it will trigger the following action. Then, our action here is to show if the variable is matching, by changing the text label using changeLabel command. Next, we will test this monitoring events. We create these 4 buttons and 2 text boxes on our page beforehand. This box will show the value of V1 variables. And, this box will show the value of V2 variables. We also create 4 buttons that will increase and decrease the value of V1 and V2. This button will increase V1 value. This button will decrease V1 value. This button will increase V2 value. This button will decrease V2 value. We use those buttons to control the value of V1 and V2. It is easy to test the condition when V1 is equal to V2. Then, we upload the profile to the VK controller to test it. By default, the variable will start at 0. I'll increase the value of V2 first. And then increase the value of V1 until they matched. This monitoring condition is met when V1 is equal to V2. So the text label will show the word match. However, there is some rules that you need to pay attention to. I'll show it to you using this example. Now, I'll increase the value of V1 first. And then increase the value of V2. As you can see, even though they matched, the condition for monitoring will not be met. Because we set the condition that V1 is equal to V2. And the criteria is based on the value of V1. It means that, the value of V1 needs to be changed to be equal to V2. Only then will the conditions for this condition be met. So if V2 value is changed to V1, it will not meet this condition. We test it again. I'll increase V1 value. And then increase the V2 value. As you can see, it does not trigger the condition. Then, this time, I increase the value of V2 first. And then increase V1. The value of V1 changed to V2 and it met the condition of this monitoring event. This is all the content of this unit. Thank you for watching. See you in the next lesson.